Okay, UFC 322 JDM versus Islam Makhachev is this week, and the whole card is awesome. From the prelims to the main card, there's so many good fights. I'm so excited for this card, but I really do just want to talk about the main event here, JDM versus Islam Makhachev. It's a great matchup. It's a super fight. Islam moving up. He technically doesn't have the lightweight belt, but he never really lost it. As far as I'm concerned, it's champ versus champ. Even though Ilya is the champ at lightweight, still, this is a massive fight, and I really want JDM to win. I really do. It'd be awesome if he just fucking KOs him in the third round, or drags him into deep waters and KOs him in the fourth and fifth. But I really do think Islam wins this fight. I think he wins, and I have a lot of reasons for that. But the first thing I want to bring up is Letterman's skill, and I know this isn't really a stylistic breakdown, but when it comes to Letterman skills, I mean, how many times have we seen a fighter move up and it just get proven to us time and time again that the lighter man, he got more skills. Like, what can I say? And yes, JDM is a great boxer, but still, like, it's been just implanted into my brain. Whenever a lighter guy moves up and fights for the belt, if the lighter man is high level, like Max Holloway or Hamza Chimaev, they move up, they beat the guy that they're fighting. Come on, bro. We saw it with Hamza Chimaev, struggled with Burns, moves up and fucking destroys DDP. I mean, 10-8s him, in multiple rounds, depending on who you ask, but at least in one round, Hamza Chimaev 10-8 DDP. Like, you got Max Holloway moving up, completely schooling Justin Gaethje. Like, we just see it time and time again. The lighter guy moves up, fights someone heavier than him, and the narrative is always like, dude, this guy's way too small. We saw it with Ilia Topuria. Dude, he's smaller than frickin' bantamweights over here. You think he's gonna beat Charles Oliveira? This guy's smaller than Roll Roses Jr., bro. Come on. Charles Oliveira is massive compared to him. And that literally played no impact in the fight. Like, Charles Oliveira did not look crazy strong, or like there wasn't some crazy power difference. Like, the difference always is the lighter man just has more skills. He's more technical and he's a lot more faster. And I see people say, like, dude, JDM, dude, Dustin Poirier, he's got slow, meaty hooks, bro. You think he's gonna mess with JDM? Like, JDM's way faster. He's a way better boxer than Dustin Poirier. Yes, but hear me out. Dustin Poirier and Islam Makhachev are fighting at lightweight, even though, okay, JDM. First of all, JDM isn't even the fastest puncher. Like, he is kind of slow. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he is kind of slow, and I think that speed difference is really going to be highlighted when you're fighting a lightweight, like you're fighting someone moving up to welterweight. And also with Islam Makhachev, he's not even a small lightweight. Like, yes, early on there were reports of Islam Makhachev struggling to put on weight, but now he looks pretty big. So I don't even think there's going to be a size difference, really. I mean, maybe JDM will be a little bit bigger, sure. Still, like, I've never seen a guy move up and actually have time to properly move up, like Max Holloway or Chimaev. And they never seem to have some strength or power difference. And Islam Makhachev, like, he's known for being really strong at lightweight. Like, we see fighters fight Islam and be like, this guy is strong. Like, he's really strong. So he's moving up to welterweight. I don't think there's gonna be some crazy size, crazy power difference. I mean, so yeah, there's that. And also, I do want to bring up the striking. People, like, I keep seeing people say, dude, if Islam can take down JDM, he's going to win. If JDM can stay on the feet with Islam, he's going to outstrike him and outbox him. It's like, I don't even really see that. Like, I see Islam Makhachev being able to outstrike JDM in times. Or, like, okay, maybe if the fight is entirely on the feet, okay, I'd favor JDM, sure. But Islam Makhachev is going to mix in takedowns. And we saw Bilal able to take down JDM. Yes, it was in the fourth and fifth round. Still, with Islam Makhachev mixing the takedowns and striking with JDM, I do think he's a really good striker. Like, Islam Makhachev has striked with a lot of the best guys. And he's won. Like, he beat Volk. And yes, there were grappling in that fight. He mixed in the takedowns. He's going to mix the takedowns in this fight. So I don't even get that as an argument. Like, okay, well, he only outstruck Volk because he mixed in the takedowns. Well, he's gonna mix in the takedowns with JDM. You think he's not gonna outstrike him too? But still, he landed nasty counters on Volk, wobbled him multiple times, dropped him too, and that's just the first fight. In his second fight, he head kick KO'd him. And I see people say, dude, it was on short notice. It's like, okay, dude, yes, it was on short notice. I wasn't the best Volk still. How many times have we seen a fighter fight on short notice and do good? Max Holloway fought Dustin Poirier on short notice in the second fight. And yes, he lost. He still went to war with Poirier. We saw Allen fight Ritter on short notice. He fucking schooled Ritter. He fucking dominated it. Like, he made Ritter give up on short notice. Like, and especially when you consider Volk. Volk is training all year round. Like, people are acting like, dude, Volk didn't even train. They just got him off the couch. It's like, okay, listen, you might not be in training camp. Volk is obsessed with training. He said it himself. He was definitely training hard. And he was probably considering a Islam rematch anyways in the near future. So he but that's a stretch. But at the very least, Volk was training, and he still got head kick KO. Like, Islam is really good, and he's getting better. We also saw him just straight up outbox Dustin Poirier. Yes, he mixed in takedowns, but still, he was able to outbox him for a lot of the fight. Like, he looked really good. And I see people say, "Bro, he went to war with Poirier. You think he's gonna? Poirier got one hip. You think he's gonna beat JDM, bro?" And it's like, dude, I don't see anyone bringing this up. Islam literally had staph against Poirier. He had staph infection. And that really makes sense when you consider the fact that Islam took down Poirier in the first round instantly. And then after, yes, Poirier survived in the second, third, fourth, and fifth. Islam looked a lot gassed. Like, he gassed a lot. And that's because he had staph infection, which is really impressive when you consider the fact that he was pushing a pace. Like, when have you seen anyone ever push a pace like that on staph infection? Literally no one. Whenever someone has staph infection, like BSD, they do really good in the early rounds. I mean, BSD fought Dustin Poirier, same opponent. We saw BSD fight Poirier, looked really good early on, dominated him on the ground. Like, Islam dominated him on the ground. Later rounds, BSD looks a lot more gassed. Islam Makhachev is able to push a killer pace against Poirier, which is sick. And Poirier is still a good fighter. Yes, he was older at that time. Still, Poirier is really good. He can strike with the best. Come on, we saw him strike with Max Holloway, dropped Holloway. Didn't see him drop Islam Makhachev. And speaking of getting dropped, Islam Makhachev doesn't get dropped. Besides that one loss, he has really good defense. Like, no one is able to hit him cleanly. We have like Volk barely hit him cleanly. Poirier barely hit him cleanly. Yes, he got him with an elbow, but that kind of was it. An elbow and some body shots, like, really. And he landed some good shots, good 1-2, which I do see JDM probably landing the 1-2. I think that combo is really going to be open for JDM, I think. But still, I do think Islam Makhachev is good enough to beat JDM, mixing in the grappling and the striking. I really do think he is. Especially when you consider the fact that JDM, when he fought Bilal, a lot of his game plan was, I don't respect Bilal's hands. I can keep my hands low against Bilal so I can defend the takedowns and just rely on head movement. That's basically his game plan. That was basically his game plan for Bilal. He just relied on head movement, very head move, very head movement heavy, and kept his hands low so he could defend the takedowns, get the underhooks easy. That's what he did. You're not going to be able to do that against Islam Makhachev, who's a way more dangerous striker than Bilal. You can get away with that with Bilal. With Islam Makhachev whipping up head kicks, bro, you're not getting away with that. With Islam, he was able to drop Charles Oliveira, hurt Poirier multiple times, KO'd Volk, and stumbled Volk, dropped Volk. And Volk has really good defense. Like, still, his chin is a bit suspect a little, but still, really good defense. Not when he's backing up, but still, generally, Volk has good defense, and Islam is able to find shots on him. So I do think he's going to be able to find shots on the much slower JDM, who, again, also bringing up Letterman's skill. Islam Makhachev was the champion in the lightweight division. I don't like the stats guys just like stats. I like talking about styles, but still, I feel like I do have to bring this up. This is relevant. He was the champion in the most skilled division. Now he's moving up to welterweight. You think he's not going to have a skill difference? Like, I think the skill difference is really going to favor Islam Makhachev, especially when you consider the fact that JDM is really scramble heavy. Like, he has good takedown defense, yes, but even when you take him down, the special thing about JDM is he can scramble out of a lot of takedowns. We saw it. He scrambled against Burns and then KO'd him. Scrambled against Bilal multiple times. That's not going to be as open for him when he's fighting Islam Makhachev, because Makhachev has great submissions. Yes, Burns has good submissions, but his game plan in the third round was like, there's a minute left, I just got to hold him down. We know Bilal, the professional wet blanket. You know he's got no submissions. He was just going to lay on top of him. Okay. Against Islam Makhachev, try scrambling. He's going to get you in the darts, bro. Like, you got to be careful. You can't just scramble as much as you can with Bilal, as you can with Islam. So yeah, I think this is such a dangerous fight for JDM. I mean, he does like he can win this fight, and I really hope he does. He has great boxing. He has great takedown defense, and it'd be really interesting to see the fight. I mean, I do see people again. I see people talking about Islam's cardio, and I'm like, dude, he had staph infection and showed great cardio. In any other fight, we haven't really seen Islam Makhachev ever gas out. Like whenever we've seen Makhachev gas out, the only moment he looked tired was against Dustin Poirier with staph. And yeah, dude. And also, I don't think JDM was gonna be able to like he like against Bilal, a lot of what JDM did a lot was he would back up with head movement and land counters, and Bilal would kind of scramble with JDM against the cage, and Bilal would go for a double leg, and JDM would keep his back against the cage. He would use the cage to defend the takedown. That's like the opposite of what you want to do against Islam Makhachev, who's going to use the cage for trips. Like him and Khabib, they use the cage to their advantage. Like the easiest time Islam Makhachev had taking down Dustin Poirier was when he had Dustin Poirier against the cage. Like he took him down with absolute ease. So if JDM, like I do see him maybe getting pressured back by Islam, and if he gets pressured back to the cage, I do see Islam just taking him down with absolute ease. And I do think Islam finishes him. I think he finishes him in the fourth round or third round. I got Islam by third round submission. Unfortunately, I want JDM to win, but still, I do think Islam wins. I do think he's a little too big of a favorite, like minus 280. Like I think it should be like it's a really close fight. JDM is really good. I just think Islam beats him. You know, I have to, dude. I'm almost picking this fight just because Letterman's skill. Like I really thought DDP was gonna beat Chimaev. Like I didn't really think Chimaev looked too impressed. I mean, Chimaev is impressive, but still, I didn't think he looked too crazy impressive. I thought I thought DDP would be able to handle him. DDP had nothing for Chimaev until the fifth round when Chimaev was like, I have this fight won. He was only able to get some success, but I mean, yeah, I gotta rely on Letterman's skill when it's Islam Makhachev. So I got Islam Makhachev by third round submission, Darce choke. He's gonna take JDM down. JDM's gonna try and scramble, and Islam's gonna lock it up, and he's gonna finish JDM, unfortunately. But I do see a JDM KO too. But I got Islam. I got Islam, unfortunately. And I like Islam too. Like, don't get me wrong. I like Islam. I like Jaden way more, but still, Islam is cool. There's some fun fights. And yeah, also what surprised me is JDM is so young. Like, I thought he was low key an unk. He's 29. He's not even 30 years old. So, still, JDM has a bright future ahead of him. And I hope he wins. I hope he wins. Please win, JDM. Please win. Ignore my prediction. I honestly hope I get this one wrong because I want you to win, please. But yeah, that's it for the prediction. 322 this week. I'm so excited. This card is literally awesome. One of the best cards of the year. I'm excited. See you in the next one.